Welcome to Divorce 911. I'm your host today, Steve Parker, and I am joined today with Wendy Hayes of Mitchell Hayes, a certified divorce financial analyst, and Ann Keaton of Grief to Relief. And we got a funny kind of topic today on how people might try to self-medicate themselves. And the title of our topic today is retail therapy. And you were talking a little bit off camera about an acronym have you created this acronym?
No, I would love to take credit for it. No, it's through the grief recovery method. Yeah, we talk about things like retail therapy as STERBS, which are short-term energy relieving behaviors. So these are the things that we do when we feel bad, but we don't want to feel bad, and so we eat, we shop, we drink, we smoke, we work, or we don't do those things. We stop working, we stop eating, we stop exercising, we stop answering the phone, we stop paying our bills, that kind of stuff. And retail therapy is a very big STERB.
Yeah. It's got to rhyme with the money, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a very big STERB that can get you into a lot of trouble if you're not careful. I like to help people understand what their financial picture looks like, and then to help them create a budget that will carry them through their future. And so understanding how much money you can spend for your retail therapy is very important. Otherwise, it will cause you more grief in the long run.
Yes.
Especially when those credit card bills come due.
Yes, because we tend to STERB when we're upset about something, but then STERBs can create their own negative consequences.
That's right.
So all of a sudden now we're in a lot of debt, and we've added loss to more loss and grief to more grief. And the STERBs don't actually make us feel better. We think they make us feel better, but they don't. They just temporarily make us feel different. But we haven't addressed the actual loss and the wound, and so we can't heal our heart with, another comforter set.
That's right. Unless you have a budget and you planned for how much money you can spend for that retail therapy, and then it might cause you some short-term happiness, or go get a makeover and feel better about yourself, that kind of thing. But you have to be careful and understand what you're doing and why you're doing it.
Absolutely, that's it.
Right. In a previous video, Dr. Deborah Wilder and myself shot a video on treating yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, a lot of that type of thing was in there where,
right.
if you don't do something for yourself, you're not having any fun, and this is going to be nothing but a drag the whole way through. And it escalated to a conversation of just how much is going to be too much.
Right.
So are all STERBs bad?
No, and that's the thing about STERBs that make them a little tricky, because every time we eat, we're not STERBing. We need to eat. Our bodies need food, right? But then we can cross that line where we're eating because we're lonely, bored, scared, sad, mad, And so we do need self-care. We do need to take ourselves and get our hair done and buy new clothes and look good and all that kind of stuff. It's just a question of when have we crossed the line from doing something that's actually productive and healing for us, and when have we gone into the I'm hiding out and going to the spa every single weekend because I don't have a life because I'm lonely and I'm not addressing the real source of that pain.
Right.
So they're tricky that way.
Well, yeah.
They're not always STERBs.
Tricky is very confusing then, right?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, there's an emotional charge to this. There's not a lot of clarity in your thought process. So I highly recommend you reach out to Ann Keaton of Grief to Relief, and also Wendy Hayes at Mitchell Hayes, so that you can get your financial picture rhyming with your emotional needs, and the rest will take care of itself. So thank you, ladies, for coming in today. And thank y'all so much for tuning in. Divorce911.com. Questions and comments down below are always welcome. Y'all take care.